Yeah, yeah. Amidst technical problems, drunkenness, unpreparedness, and a lack of education, I think we're off to a pretty good start.
Getting there.
So yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
So we got a guy with a banjo and a wife beater. That's all right. All right. So our next bit is, what's that feedback? Do I have to stab somebody? Because I have a sharp pen. All right. So, Don, this is a pretty big day, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first unemployment show. This is a huge day.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
big.
No, I mean, it's at that, and it's a Friday, and it's the week I got fired, and we started the show and the whole thing. We'll see where it goes. But I mean, in addition to that, is there anything else?
Well,
for today specifically.
I think they might have made some progress on that oil thing. I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, the oil thing's a major problem. The assholes with the saw and the cap and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty big issue. But I'm talking, let's localize it more personally, like something potentially with you want to talk about. Maybe now, tonight, the time to say something.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know. I don't know.
Fair enough. We'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. We'll talk about that later. We're going to move on now to our application segment. We do take the unemployment crisis very seriously because, it's fairly easy to personalize it when you're in my position.
Touches us all.
It touches us all. It touches us here, it touches us there. And sometimes that's how you get fired. or hired, if it's the right kind of job. So no, we take it very seriously, and we aim to not only be comedians and entertainment and have a talk show and waffles and all that sort of thing, but we also hope at some point to become truly functional as a source for opportunity and employment. And to that effort, we hand out these applications at the front door, and folks who come in and sort of check out the show and the scene get an opportunity to fill out an opportunity.
Application.
So we're going to go over some applications now. I guess I can, since this isn't necessarily, we don't have like an HR rep, it isn't a real thing. There's some cat named Ian Everhart here. This is a big opportunity for you. Considering we don't have any open positions yet. All right, Ian. So it says here under your address, Mom's Basement.
That's right.
You're living in your mom's basement?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And the price is right. The price is right.
I'll bet. And the MySpace, you're I can't read this. Your writing's pretty poor.
It was, I think really getting a job is really about being clever as much as you can. And so that was part of my attempt. It asks about if you have a Facebook account, I do. If you have a Twitter account, I do. And then it previously asked about an email address, and I have a Gmail account. A lot of people do. And it's my experience that nobody who's ever had a Gmail account has simultaneously had a MySpace account. They seem to be two kind of dissimilar, that Venn diagram doesn't have a whole lot of overlap. I mean, oh, well, my mistake then. But the exception that proves the rule, perhaps. Anyway,
right.
I don't have a MySpace.
Nor do you have a criminal record, I see.
No, although once, my history of trying to get some money goes back a long time. I went to high school around here, and you got a bus pass, and I tried to sell that at the end of the summer to, get a couple bucks. And the cops said that might not be the greatest idea to just do that on the street, saying, "Hey, I want to buy a bus pass for $10. Usually costs it would be a bargain for somebody who needed one."
So all you ever tried to sell on the streets is a bus pass.
Like scalping style, though.
But scalping style.
Scalping.
Yeah. That's my official story.
Have you ever tried to sell anything else on the streets?
No. I see where you're going with that.
I'm just saying, there's a world of opportunity out there. The first job you ever had was a rich Mojave.
No. That is a very interesting interpretation of it. That's bitch work there.
Bitch work.
In the Mojave though?
Yeah.
I should have been so lucky. It was in North Carolina at a conference center, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, but it was like, as I say, bitch work. I was cleaning hotel rooms essentially, and doing dishes, and that was not a whole lot of fun. So.
Oh, here's a great one. Best job you ever had. This will speak to the guy sitting to your right.
Yeah. So I was the photographer. Perhaps some of you have seen this for the Facebook album, and this is why Pittsburgh is awesome.
Yes.
And I believe you've seen that.
Sure, we borrowed from it without asking you.
I know. And I got a number of
That's art for
got
you.
a number of references. Several people said they appreciated it, and I appreciated that. So it worked out well for everybody.
So
How did the appreciation, were you able to trade that in for groceries?
I haven't called that in yet, but it's like the karma, I think.
Okay.
Or is it the dharma? Anyway.
So you had this. Okay, let's touch on that because we're gonna actually come back on that later. One of the photographs I remember it now. One of the photographs in that set on Facebook, and this is why Pittsburgh is awesome, is of a guy who was supposed to be our pinnacle interview for the night, but he had to leave. We had to do a pre-recorded interview last minute, which was one of our technical glitches, and he had to roll out early because his curfew is 10:30 at the YMCA in the Hill District. Not a joke, like not necessarily a laughing matter at all, but in the face of unemployment, it's a real deal.
Right.
Bike bumper man.
That's right.
That was right. That's where I got that black and
yeah.
white photograph.
Yep.
That was pretty badass.
Yeah.
So you drive for pedicab too.
I have, off and on, off lately, on previously.
Is that so? When you're not driving pedicabs, you take these shots.
I've actually taken pictures while on the pedicab. It's not mutually exclusive. There is overlap on that Venn diagram.
Okay, so my advice as a career counselor who's unemployed is, he loves these Venn diagrams. He learned that in school. So my advice as a career counselor to you is turn why Pittsburgh is awesome into something that could potentially be profitable.
Okay.
You could monetize that.
So how about starting charging you for using my photos? Is that like a good?
There we go.
I like it. You're onto something. You're onto something there.
All right, no, we can start. We can start tonight.
I'll take a check.
We can start
I can
tonight.
do a money order.
How about a coupe day sandwich
Yeah.
or a plate of waffles?
Yeah.
We
already paid for that, but
No, I get free waffles, and I'm too drunk to eat anything. So
Okay.
I'll give you my waffles.
I'll take. I just had some, but I'll take a rain check on that.
Check
for sure, or a coupon. Yeah.
Great to meet you,
Make
Ian
it work.
Everhart.
All right, appreciate it.
Fantastic.